Now, let's face it, there is almost a 100% chance that you're going to have to meet security requirements that your enterprise lays out in some kind of a policy document or documents, and I sure hope they do that. But also, there's a very good chance you're going to have to enforce compliance requirements from some law or some standard. So in this nugget, I want to just briefly show you how Amazon Web Services addresses this. If you do a Google search on AWS and compliance, you'll be brought to this AWS Cloud Compliance platform, and notice that they are really carefully looking at finance, healthcare, government, and more, and ensuring that they can meet the assurances of these various laws and frameworks. So classic ones like HIPAA, no problem, FERPA, GLBA, you name it. Look at this. There's certifications and attestations that they make sure to meet. There's laws, regulations, and privacy that they can meet, and there's alignments and frameworks. Obviously, you need to know the particulars of each of these and configure things properly, but the great news is you can rest at ease that Amazon Web Services has the tools and technologies that you would require in order to meet all of this great stuff. And a lot of the documentation you're going to need is built right into Amazon Web Services. If you go to your AWS services and you search on compliance, notice there's this AWS compliance reports and agreements area, and you can come in here and you can get artifacts, which are low-level documents on meeting the requirements of these various standards and assurance levels. So there's built-in help. There's also help on the public-facing Amazon Web Services website, as we were just looking at, to ensure that you're doing the correct tools and processes inside the cloud in order to meet varying regulations. Now, this is definitely an area where you may have some very detailed questions for Amazon to make sure you don't mess this up in any way, shape, or form. This is one of those RPEs, potentially, a resume producing event for you. So have no fear. When you do your search on AWS compliance and you get to that page that I was just showing you a moment ago, where we could see all of the laws and regulations and standards that Amazon can meet, at the very bottom of that page, there's a contact us form that you can fill out, and you can really get detailed with them on exactly what needs to be done for certain certifications. And I highly recommend that you do this so that you can ensure everything is up to snuff when it comes to your cloud infrastructure. So while there are some very, very complex standards that we might have to adhere to when it comes to security and keeping things safe, we can know that maybe even much better than our own enterprise, Amazon Web Services can give us an infrastructure where such regulatory compliance is a no-brainer. So yet another compelling reason to consider Amazon Web Services for many enterprises. I hope you found this nugget informative, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.